I was thinking the other day, growing up quiet was such a weird experience for me because people assumed that they knew me before I even said anything. And looking back kind of makes me frustrated because I wish I knew then what I know now. And I feel like if you grew up quiet, you could relate because you probably heard the same comments over and over and over. Like, why are you so quiet? You need to speak up more. And it's not that I was necessarily bullied, but I felt like people saw me as weird because I wasn't as loud or outgoing as they were. I remember people asking, like, why I never said much. And meanwhile, I was thinking 100 things and it just never came out. I could never get the words out because I was so nervous. And I felt like if I said something, people would laugh at me for messing up or stumbling over my words. But little did I know that those things don't matter. But on the flip side, growing up quiet has taught me to be more intentional, less reactive, more observant. I really enjoy being a listening ear. I have to be careful not to absorb other people's problems or energy. It's a gift to be able to listen to others and be fully aware and be all ears. People trust me. And I feel like that's related to me being a good listener. And as a quiet girl, I take pride in people that trust me. People just want you to hear them and they don't necessarily want your opinion or your advice. And I don't always tend to give opinions or advice. I'm all ears. Being a quiet girl, I tend to listen more than I actually speak. Also, being a quiet girl has taught me how to enjoy my own company. That in this day and age is really important. Having time to yourself and enjoying your own company is like A1. It's also good for your mental health and it's good to continue to have healthy relationships. Take time to yourself to decompress because once again, being quiet, you're probably always listening and or absorbing other people's problems. Taking time to yourself is one of the healthiest things you can probably do. I'm also always observing. I am paying attention to my surroundings, listening to what other people are saying. I may not let them know I'm listening, or they may not even have an idea or a clue that I'm listening, but chances are I'm listening. I'm watching body languages, tones. I think sometimes people miss that because they're so busy talking and interacting. Sometimes when you sit back and you are panning your area, you see a lot. And with that, people probably think you're disconnected, but you're probably more connected than they are. I don't have to be the loudest person to leave an impact. I think people can sense the confidence. As kids, we think that the quiet person is awkward or they're weird. But as adults, I think people can sense confidence, even when that person doesn't have a lot to say. And it's not that I don't have a lot of thoughts or a lot of things to say. They just, I'm still learning how to verbalize and to speak. And my confidence is forever growing. I'm still not where I want to be, but I've grown a lot in the confidence area. That's why I feel like I wanted to start this channel to help women or anyone really that is just now starting as an adult to build confidence. Confidence is not something that happens overnight. You have to continuously build on the confidence. And the more you build, the stronger it gets. That may not necessarily change your personality or who you are as far as being shy or quiet. I'm not a person of many words. And while I'm learning and sharing my confidence journey, I'm also learning to appreciate who I naturally am. And I want you to do the same. And this video is a little different. I wanted to take a little bit of a different approach and just show some reflective thoughts on where I am now in my confidence journey and where I was and how I've grown from being, the younger version of myself. I hope you guys enjoyed this, getting to know me a little bit better. And if you guys have any questions or comments, or anything you want to know about me, you can always leave it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions, because I do want to reach people that are just like me. I feel like there are other women out there that need relatable women like myself when it comes to being like quiet or shy, or learning to build your confidence. It's always nice to see that so many people are just like me, you know, because you always think that you're alone, but you're really not. There's so many different types of people in the world, and there's so many types of people just like you know, and we sometimes we fail to realize that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.